My XJS had trouble with the wipers. Trouble as in they didn't work. So onto the forums and the Facebook groups to figure out what was going on. So removed the wiper motor, pulled all that down, cleaned it, looked pretty good to me. And then was given the idea that I should put a power supply directly to it rather than through the switch. So I did that. My wiper motor worked. So it had to be the switch. Fiddled around with the switch, tried to clean it with WD-40 and after battling to get it out of the car, and still it didn't work. So I decided I got nothing to lose, I'll pull it apart. And this is what happened. This is the wiper stalk switch out of my XJS. Oops. And it doesn't work, I don't think. When I was getting it out I broke a wire, but it could well be something to do with it. But it doesn't work, so I'm going to pull it apart, hang the expense, and just see what makes it tick. Now it means I've got to drill out these rivets. So let's see what happens. See if we can get it apart. Screwdriver. Okay, let's see if we can prise this open. Yep, that's looking good. Comes out of there. spring there. That out. Looks pretty simple. We'll give it a bit of a clean. Down here. If I can get that board out there. Maybe, maybe not. That's the one I broke. That comes out. Doesn't help a lot. That went in that way. Need to clean up those contacts. Okay. Okay, I moved inside because it was too cold outside. That's where I do most of my stuff, outside. Right, what I've done is I've pulled this apart. Now, in here, over this side, you'll see this piece here, it goes up and down on a spring that's in there, on a little tab that sits there. And I've cleaned all these contacts, and on the other side of it you can see there are, I think there was 3 or 4 copper contact plates that sit on this plate, but they're not glued down, they're loose, so you have to be a bit wary putting it back together because they can move and become bloody awkward. So what I did was just put a little bit of grease under them to stick them to the plastic, and got it back in there and sliding up and down. This piece here, I think you can see that. Let's have a look. This piece here just slides in and holds this piece hard across, because there's more contact on that side, and that goes up and down. Now on the actual arm there's a spring and a nylon piece that sits in there, and that goes up and down these sort of wedge shaped notches, and that gives you your clicking of the handle. Now there was also that, which is a ball bearing, and come back here. I have no idea where that goes, so if you know, let me know, but at this stage I'm just leaving it out because I don't know where it was. It seemed to be just floating around. Excuse me. Anyway, we put it back together by doing this, and that there runs along that angle, and that gives you your various positions of your switch, like so. And the spring-loaded piece here goes up and down on that pivot point there. So the whole thing is held together by the casing. So we need to put the casing back on while holding this in position, like so. We put the casing back on. That goes down there. And you've got to make sure that there's a little boss in here that's got to sit in its hole to make it close properly, which currently it's not. There it goes. And that closes down like so. Now, I have tested it on the car already. All I did was hold it together with some insulation tape, taped it up to keep it together, put it in the car, and lo and behold, it now works. Well, mostly works. What I have, I'll just show you that clicking action. Is the intermediate, or intermittent I should say, which is how it goes down and springs back. I have off, first speed there, but the high speed isn't working, and I'm not sure why. But what I'm going to do is put it back together. I'm going to have to I don't know whether hot glue will hold that. I might have to put some super glue or something on it to put it together, which means it ain't coming back apart. And I'll put it back in the car, and hopefully that will be enough to get it to pass a roadworthy. So that just saved me, I think a new one was $320 Australian, and there was a second-hand one for $100. And I figured if I got a second-hand one, I'm buying the same as what I've already got, which is a second-hand one. So I think I just saved $320. Anyway, in the next part I'll show you it back in the car. And at the same time I'm fixing the horn, which didn't work. So I'll show you that next.